Like Coach Smart mentioned after the game, that you've been banged up, playing through injuries, you missed a little bit of practice time. Just what has that been like? Just trying to grind through that and continue to be available for the team.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you play in the SEC, everybody's banged up throughout the week, so just something you kind of gotta get through and play through. And it's not just us; every other team's having to deal with it too.
What's the confidence level heading over to Starkville, and then what about does there need to be do you need to concentrate against like a letdown after being an incredible environment, Saturday night? Now you got to go on the road.
Oh yeah, I mean they're a great team.
Have that crowd.
Yeah, they're a great team, and I mean playing there is definitely not going to be easy. So crowd noise is going to be a factor, something we got to work on this week. And I mean just kind of go in with the same mindset. It doesn't matter who we're playing. I mean like we said, we treat every week the same. So just kind of going out there and doing what we do, and I mean that's all we're focusing on right now. So.
Yeah, Lad, what's it like going against Javon Bullard in practice? Everyone talks about how tough he is. Just from a guy that goes against him, what's that like?
Oh yeah, I mean he's so scrappy and he's smart too. So playing against those guys and all their other DBs every day, it really challenges me and all the other receivers and tight ends. So kind of getting to go against those guys throughout the week, and then I think it really helps kind of translating over to Saturday, because I mean I feel like I'm seeing the best in the nation every day. So to kind of being able to go against them and then it being able to translate on the field, I think it definitely is a huge factor for us.
Lad, I asked Keely this question. I know you guys are told to avoid the noise outside the building, but after the game, did you at all go back to your apartment, whatever, turn on the TV, the ESPN, and see what people were saying about you? If you had the big touchdown catch, I mean, do you allow yourself to do that?
I mean, it's not something you really look for, but I mean, I think everybody sees it. I mean, if it's good, if it's bad, like you're gonna see it either way. So it's something they try to tell us not to really focus on. Enjoy the win Saturday night, but I mean, once Sunday rolls around, we're kind of flipping the switch and focusing on this week. So, I mean, at times you see it, but it's just you got to block it out. If it's good, they're gonna praise you. If it's bad, they're gonna hate on you. So just kind of staying level-headed and not listening to any of it really.
Yeah, what do you think makes you guys such a physically and mentally tough football team?
I would say really just kind of our practice habits and what we've worked on since fall camp, since winter workouts last year. It's something we pride ourselves on. Coach Smart always says, I mean, we got to control the line of scrimmage to win the game, and I think our guys up front do that week in and week out. So, yeah, they started off, and then we kind of, skill guys kind of help them out with it.
Glad we saw Marcus make that touchdown catch, went up and toe tap.
That was awesome.
Just how important has he been this year, especially with him playing such a big role with AD working his way back?
Yeah, I mean Marcus has been like a huge factor like since he's got here. I mean, obviously getting hurt his freshman year and then seeing him get back in the end zone this week, that was awesome. He works so hard, like literally every single day, every week. So for him to be able to get in the end zone and just kind of see how much joy it brought to him, because I mean it kind of shows out how much the hard work is paying off. So for him to be able to do that, I mean, there's not a guy that's more deserving than him, I feel like.
That we all know about the prank calls that Stetson got on Saturday. How much did you guys were aware of that? How ticked off did that make Stet?
I mean, I knew that his number got leaked or whatever, but I didn't even realize that he was even getting that many calls or texts until after the game. I was just kind of talking to him. He was like, yeah, it was crazy, but I mean, he don't let that stuff bother him. I feel like he's had so much since he started playing, like media attention, all that stuff, and I mean, he just he just does his thing, and I feel like he does a good job blocking it out and just playing his game.
Lad, do you ever hear any cowbells in your part of North Georgia high school games? What's it going to be like in Starkville to hear those?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard them before. There'll be some people in the stands going crazy with them in high school, so they're loud, but I mean, it's something, every stadium's louder, just have little different factors everywhere, so just really locking in, and I'm sure we'll focus on that this week and just kind of go out there and execute it.
Glad you kind of touched on this a little bit earlier in terms of going against the DBs, but with all the talent that went to the NFL, a lot of people wonder about the defense. Was there a point in spring, off season, or anything that you kind of looked at that unit and what they still had coming back and said, no, they're going to be fine?
Yeah, I mean, really, like we rep so much, like ones versus twos versus threes. Like we're kind of all mixing in. So I've got a little bit of the taste of it last year, kind of just seeing those guys practice. They might not have been on the field playing, but I mean they were grinding every single day. So I mean I saw it, and then I feel like they're just getting better and better every week. So yeah, that's just a testament to how hard they work. And I mean, they might not have been playing last year, but they knew they were going to have to step up when their number was called. And we had a lot of injuries, and a lot of young guys have stepped up and played. Like Marvin got to play this week, Chaz, some of those other guys. So I mean, that's just goes to show how hard they work and how they're locked in throughout the week, no matter what.
Well, this might be a kind of an off the wall question, but kind of yards after the catch or return game. We see you in the open field, and I don't know, you look like a squirrel in the middle of traffic or something. The way you're jumping around. Can you give me some verbs, adjectives, just kind of describe what that feeling's like? You know, when you've got the ball in your hands in the open field, and you've got to make something happen in the middle of 10 or 11 guys trying to knock your block off.
Yeah, I mean, I got to do a better job of really just catching and hitting it. Not making too many moves. I got to trust my speed a little bit more. But I mean, at those times, it's kind of they're preaching to us. If it's third down, we got to get what we can get the first down. So it's not all about making everybody miss and trying to score. You got to know when you need 4 yards, you need 5 yards. So it all goes into. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but yeah, obviously when you can make a big play, make a couple of people miss, it's pretty fun.
That double move for the touchdown, was that something that Monken saw based on the film that you guys could beat them throughout the week, or was that you think something that you guys saw in the game, how the DBs were playing, that you could beat them on his double?
But yeah, I mean it's something we've repped for a while. We hit it last year too a couple of times, not just me, like a couple other guys too. So it was I mean it's something we've worked on for a while, and then I feel like he just thought it was the right time to call it. Had good field position, so it worked out and it was good.
Go back to that play. Who was the coach that was raising his hands on the sidelines before you actually made your move?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I have to go back and look. I saw I saw the hands go up, but I couldn't tell who it was. So
We're going back to the game. Earlier in the year, you had some drops. You had some ones you'd like to get back. But Saturday, you were all over the place.
Yeah.
Big, almost career day for you. What changed?
Really just kind of keep staying locked in. Not letting one play affect another one, and I mean I feel like that's something I've been trying to work on. Just kind of staying level-headed throughout the game. Don't get too up, don't get too down. So yeah, I've just kind of try to get back to the basics a little bit and just kind of lock in on the ball, because you can't do anything without the ball. So just kind of lock in on that, and then I mean I don't think it's a catching ability. It was a mental thing with me, just not locking in fully. So I feel like that's something I really focused on, and I've been trying to work on more.
Any more questions for Ladd? Okay, Ladd, thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.